Role models do more than just inspire you to be better. They can change your life in a big way. Yet every day there is some breaking news about how a superstar did something ridiculous. Parenting expert Jeff Wanderville joins us to share the importance of role models. Jeff, it's always nice to be with you.
Nice to be with you.
Why are role models so important?
Role models kind of set the pace for a lot of children of what kind of life they want to live. But it's very important for them to see, that sometimes these role models are just very talented at their sport or a very talented singer. They're not actually the way to live.
Absolutely, and it's so hard to keep your kids from seeing it and to avoid it. I mean, I can't even imagine,
Right,
babies at home, they don't pay attention, but as a parent, it's frustrating.
Right, definitely. This is where parents really step up and really earn their parenting badge.
Yeah.
Because this is where it's so difficult to say, well, this person's good at catching a football, this person's good at writing a good song or singing a good song, and I see why you like them or love them or whatever, but in their life, they're working on things in their own life that they need to filter out that have happened to them. So not only are they famous or wealthy or whatever like that, and they're very good at their skill or their talent, whatever it may be, but also they have their own lives. And it's good to point that out to kids because they can't really tell the difference. They think this person has it all.
Absolutely. What is the difference when parents are deciphering, what's a good role model and a bad role model? How do you explain that to your kids, the difference between good and bad?
It's, at different ages, you'll say it different ways. But definitely you'd say, you point out good role models. See how this person lives their life. You see how they contribute. You see the impact they make on other people's lives. That's a good role model. Bad role models, it's not that we're condemning them or anything like that, but really how they live their life is not working out for them. So it's nice to point out the results sometimes because a lot of famous people have bad results in being a bad role model. So you want to point that out and kind of educate your child in what they want to be inspired by and what they should not be inspired by.
Now, we know role models have always been important. They've always played a huge role in our children's lives and in our lives. But why are they more important than ever before today?
Yeah, we've really gone away from it takes a village. And I believe it takes a village. Our neighbors, our uncles, our aunts, grandparents. We really need more of that family and that neighborhood community helping us raise our kids. And I think we've gotten away from that. And I think one of the things that has made us go away from that is more of, sitting in front of the TV and playing video games or all the technology and the internet makes us kind of come into our own mind, and our own computer, our own situation, and we're not reaching out and talking to people as much. And then, once again, people that deal with kids on a regular basis, whether it's in education or whether you're a parent, really need to educate themselves. It's your responsibility that you filter out the things in your life that didn't work out, so you can then pass on good things to your children.
Right, and we know why role models are so important in our kids' lives because it really affects them and their character. They're also really important in our lives as adults.
Right, definitely. We can always show people the way in many different ways, but we need to look back on what made a difference in our own lives that we can teach and pass on to our children, and hopefully in a good way. So we need to look at, why did we like the people growing up? And then make the distinction, like I said before, make the distinction of, I like this song, I like this team, I like this player, but I don't like the way they live their life. That doesn't make them a bad person, but you can tell the difference. And it's good to point that out to people and yourself.
Yeah, of course. And even still, as adults, I have role models,
right.
And if they do something bad, I know better than
right.
to, I'm not going to live my life like them. So where do we find these role models?
Well, it's important to look within your families, within education, within teachers, administrators. And the thing is about role models is, kids will look at the famous star on TV or a famous person on the radio and that kind of stuff, and they'll think they're a superhero to some extent because they're untouchable and they're so famous that it's so unbelievable. But really the best role models are within our everyday life. Our everyday life within our schools, within our parents, within our families, really walking among us. Because what happens is they're soaking that all in every single day. And that repetition of a good person, a good role model in their life, will make the difference of just watching TV and seeing someone score a touchdown.
And I'm sure we can all remember someone in our life when we were children that really had an impact. So now we can be those people.
Definitely.
Thanks so much, Jeff. It's great to have you here.
Thanks.
Ahead on